International Panthers, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. We'll put total weather and we'll get started. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So the FIU Panthers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out. Everybody being able to run the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
The give on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. FIU will line up to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll field it close to the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Hilltoppers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Trips left, one wide receiver to the right on 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Henry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The field goal is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. The field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Trying play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. A missed field goal ruined the last drive. Now a chance to get points here on this drive in the 1st quarter. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to go up top. Swings it out to his running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to throw, it's Parks. Unloads it left. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? And the Hilltoppers want to pick up the tempo. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Hilltoppers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Hard. Lots of running room. Wide open spaces. He's at the tip, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panthers!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air, it's Parks. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Snagged in the middle. It's West. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Western Kentucky.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Find some fresh air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Now, fourth down.
So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
The option look.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the Hilltoppers want to crank the tempo.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll keep it on the ground. What a cut. Now he's loose. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, the pressure there. Mistiming.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
The Hilltoppers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going up top. And his first pass is incomplete. And the Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offense facing fourth down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's reeled in. It's Perry. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Dawson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. FIU will line up to punt.
On to kick it away.
Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Hutchison. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football.
Turning it on! And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Wants to fire on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. At the 20, he's got space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Gets it to the back. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat.
Fourth down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the ground with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Right down the gut of the field. Oh, a lot of space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, FIU. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Hutchinson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play.
Going over the top. Makes the grab down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to scramble. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Wants to go up top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Zings it complete to the right. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting...
Touchdown, Florida International. Great job by the back on the option.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
0.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Taking it the other way. Smashes ahead. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the point after is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. A third down try for the offense. Give to the running back. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
He's got the back in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
This quarterback part of their running game. It's a seam wide open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward, schematic.
Oh, did he toast to coverage, got it deep downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hilltopper.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now facing a 3rd and long. Well, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Sends it back in motion. Now on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. He splits the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Offense in an empty set. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He's loose down the middle. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll run the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Now on the counter. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Catch in the middle, it's Hart. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Florida International, 44. Western Kentucky, 13.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for the...
There he goes! Turning on the Jets. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities and...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kentucky, 13.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Flowers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there.
Time to take a shot. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Lyons. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. They'll move the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Oh, he's got some space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. The play action fake. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Another incompletion on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. And the Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory.